We can change that later. Go live, go live, go live. Go live, go live. Sweet. All right. Okay, I think we're good. I think I've got a setup that works better for me. Activate the mod. Dude, how did it go from night to day? I mean, from day to night so quickly. This is annoying. Oh no, we're going down the hill. I need to stop so we can turn obstacle avoidance off and then browse course selection. So we're just gonna do a quick downtown ride. I was actually on earlier, but I had to dip, but I'm back now and we ready. Hang on a sec. I don't think the game audio is working. Definitely. That would be why. Okay. I think it should be working now. Uh, properties. Properties. There you go. Boom. Okay, I believe everything should be working now. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Run Busy. What it do, baby? We back. And no, we're not. Connected. Okay, we're back. And apparently we got 6 people on this ride. The game's bugging. All good. All right. So, if you're on my last stream, if you're on my last stream, you'd know that I'm using a new saddle. I'm using a full 3D printed carbon saddle, and it's got the honeycomb design, so it's pretty cool. It also has a pressure release channel, which is meant to make for a more comfortable ride. I only did a quick 14K ride on it, but no numbness, no soreness so far, which is a good thing. So very small sample size. So far, so good. And the best thing about it is it was only about 50 Australian dollars off of AliExpress. The brand's Riot, Ryet. So far, I recommend it. Apparently, it's comparable to the Specialized saddle that's 3D printed, which is also like 10x the cost. So I'm very curious to see if I can get even 80% of the comfort. Not that I have anything to compare it against, but yeah, it just feels good on my buttocks. If you know the movie, you know. If you know, you know. And similar to the last time I was playing this game, we've got a perp. I'm pumping out 26k an hour right now, and he's outrunning me. This dude, what's the super fast um marathon runner dude's name? I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that's him right now. His pace is insane. He's basically sprinting. Hey, watch where you're walking, bro. 95 Humble. Shout outs. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right. All right. In case you're wondering, I can turn in game. I can actually run people over. Can't right now, just because there's hardly anyone on the streets. It seems like it's either early AM or it's about to go to nighttime. Actually, I should, for context, put the time on so you guys know. It's 8:50 on the 21st of April. In Australia, we've got today off as a public holiday, which means I got to stay home, and my parents were actually in town since Friday, and I dropped them off at the airport today. It was really good having them here. It's family time. They got to spend time with their granddaughter. So yeah, awesome little weekend. And even better, it's a short working week. Most, well, usually I would take the 3 days off so that I have a super, well, not a super long weekend, a about a week off, but all good. I'll go in, I'll save my 3 days of leave. Okay, so in case you're wondering, I can turn and I can run people over. The mod is set so that I don't get any wanted stars, but one day I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to see if I can outrun the cops. It's it's going to be pretty one-sided, to be honest. All right, let's run this red. Maybe I should get the mic closer to me. So, I don't have much time tonight, unfortunately. That's why we're doing a downtown ride, which is only 14Ks. I'm hoping to have this done in about 45 minutes so that I can shower, get ready for work. I mean, well, go to sleep and have some sort of quality rest. I actually have sleep apnea, and I'm onto my third mask. At the moment, I'm using, I think it's the nasal mask with the pillows, which is basically like AirPods for your nose. At first, I thought it would be gross and tough to sleep with them in. Well, it's actually the most comfortable, and I feel like I've got the most freedom with it. I started off with the full face Bane mask, and then I went a nasal mask um, that just, ooh, Tanya, right in Tanya, hey, pause. And then I went a nasal mask, and it doesn't have the pillows. It just sits underneath my nostrils. But then that would have a lot of air leaks, and so I wasn't really using that mask very much. But surprisingly, this nasal mask with the pillows works a treat. So hopefully I get some quality rest. It's been pretty crazy. Like I have micro slips here and there. Hey, actually, one second. The game audio isn't coming through. Oh, this is annoying. One second, guys. Properties. Yeah, that's right. There. And then, okay. And that's on LG. Settings. Whoops. Audio. Audio. Output. TV. But where's the. That's not what I'm after. Alright. Sorry, guys. I guess game audio isn't getting captured today. Anyways, that's fine. We can go without it. Okay, short working week this week. This Friday's Anzac Day, so that's another public holiday off. Another long weekend, or 3 day weekend. Pretty happy with that. It means I just get to hopefully sleep in. But now I'm trying to think of my streaming schedule. I might stream on Thursday night as well. because usually I would stream on Tuesdays. I don't like streaming on a day where I'm not working from home or where I'll be waking up relatively late because, as I mentioned earlier, I get super tired. But I'll try doing a shorter ride, which hopefully allows me to not um not get too tired. And then with a shorter ride, I can build up my consistency again because I've been away for about 2 to 3 weeks. So some of it was due to my daughter just not sleeping well through the night, which meant having to get off midstream so that I can help comfort her and put her back to sleep. And then, to be honest, a lot of it was probably because Call of Duty released Verdansk, the GOAT Battle Royale map that was released 5 years ago during the peak of COVID. Couldn't have picked a better time. Um, so yeah, I was playing that at times where I could have been streaming. And to be honest, I did try to stream that game for a little bit, but I remembered how taxing it was on the computer, so it didn't really end up well for the streams. To make it work, you would need a second computer, which I was doing, but it's a lot of hassle. But because of that, now I've got my current setup, and I like this a lot more. Now I can monitor the chats relatively easily, and I can look at my OBS window as well as the actual stream, so I can see if anyone's following, subscribing, doing any of that good stuff. Oh, dude, I was grinding up. Not a good idea. Okay, we are going to right through Rockford Plaza. Actually, you know what? I should hydrate. Okay, since Nestor updated the GT Bike 5 cycling mod, the game's turning feels a little bit nicer, and definitely the way that I climb up hills feels a lot better and more natural as well. Where the resistance would just before the resistance would just change so abruptly, and it didn't feel very nice when when going up a hill. It'd be like going from 0 to 100% real quick, for real, for real. But now there's a gradual change. Again, just feels more natural. Doesn't feel so wild. I like that there's only literally one person providing updates for this mod, but he actually cares. There's a Facebook group, and the dude is literally fixing everyone's problems. There's about 2,000 people in that community of GT Bike 5 cyclists, and any small problem, if someone from the community doesn't respond first, he answers, and he'll generally be able to help you fix whatever your issues are. He's helped me out a ton, and I'm very thankful for it because obviously I stream the game, I stream myself cycling. I need this to work. Yeah, what's going on with the lights right now? It's glitch in the matrix. You guys see that? Something wild's gonna happen. Look, all the lights are blinking. What the heck? Like even I thought it was just the street lights, but it's the actual game as well. All right, I need to get down into an easier gear. We'll go into the small ring, grind it out. Yeah, see, even right now, this feels way better than it did before. Although I haven't been on the bike for 2 to 3 weeks, and I only used the mod maybe once or twice since it got updated. But yeah, I definitely feel the difference. And I just hit a street sign. Imagine if this truck just brake checked me. 35k, running in red. Let's not get hit. All right, we're good. All right, we've got a short punchy climb coming up on our right. The cool thing about this Alienware laptop is it's able to run Verdansk. So that's Call of Duty Warzone, for those of you wondering. It's able to run the game pretty decently, I'd say. Ooh, Infected Shroom 9. Welcome to the stream, baby. How you doing? Huh. He's using some random skin. Dude, this is the IRL person that just joined. Is he the ops? Oh, bro, that was like a 1080. Nah, I reckon the the ping's to GG at the moment, and he can't join me. Hey, brother, you want to go for a ride or what? Nah, this guy's the ops. Oh, yeah, he's running. Oh, he's riding. Let's go. Oh, he's going opposite direction. Hey, bro, where are you going? Ah, here he is. Let's see if he follows me. Group ride, baby. Okay, so that's not an NPC. That's an IRL person who just dropped on me, and he's smashing it up this hill right now. Infected Shroom 9. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's see if he can chat. Hi. Two type. Let's see if he says hello to me. You guys can't see it on the vertical stream there. All right, we've got a big climb coming up. All right, let's hydrate. I think we dropped him. Oh, he's leaving. That was short-lived. It's all right. It happens. Oh, I've got to provide my tax information to Twitch. Just give me my money. Okay, so this climb used to feel rough real quick, but as you can see, it's not feeling as bad right now. We're on an 11% climb. Yes, the resistance changes. 12% now. His legs aren't moving as quick as mine. I don't know if they'll be able to fix that in the future, or if I have a cadence sensor on my bike, maybe that'll impact the game. But everything else seems legit. Feels like a 12% climb right now. I'm going a snail's pace up, and we made it. Let's try and run these people over just for the lulz. Out my way. All right. With quality of life updates like that, it's really improving my indoor cycling experience right now. Almost halfway in. My goal is to finish in about 45 minutes. And my heart rate is showing, but it's flashing, which means I'm going to have inconsistent data. And same with my cadence. I don't know why it stops up my cadence when I have my heart rate monitor on. I think after this ride, I will try and find the logs for the Bluetooth so that I can send it in and see what's going on. This is probably my favorite ride to do when I'm in a rush, just because 14Ks is a nice ride. I feel like I get enough climbing in, although it's only just 100 meters of elevation. It's still better than nothing. And then, yeah, I actually need to build back up to my peak, which was like me cycling for an hour and a half to 2 hours on the indoor trainer. Although I was only out for about 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks, it feels like I'm starting from zero again. Hey Pierre, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, I saw another cool thing where um this guy connected up a printer. Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna say this guy. So I saw this thing where this YouTuber, his name is Nutty, Nutty, he set up a thermal printer. So that's like the shopper docket or receipt printer that you'd get at the shops. Um, so that every time someone subbed or donated, it would print out an actual receipt. So I'm gonna try and set that up as well. I need to get myself a printer, and then yeah, it'll be cool. So then I definitely won't miss out when people sub to me, which is awesome. And I think I can automate it so that it can like change cameras as well. So I'll add another camera so that the view changes when a receipt gets printed. Pretty excited to do that actually. Yo, this guy trying to run us over. I want to cycle in. Hey, shouts to the bots on Twitch adding viewers to the stream. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Hey man, at least it's not all for nothing. The bots have my back. Man, it's crazy that I've fallen so far off. So, for reference, I think leading up to December, I was averaging like 150, 250 viewers, and then I was getting like 30,000 total. I was like, this is crazy. And now it's just like, dude, 0 people, 5 if I'm lucky. I'm not complaining though. It's like, I was gonna do this regardless of people watching, but it was cool to have a moment where people were actually paying attention and I had a plethora of people to speak to. Okay, let's navigate this turn without dying. Oh, dang. Not so lucky. So for reference, the reason why that's so tough is that I don't have a brake button on my bike. I can steer, I can pedal, but I don't have a brake button. I usually have my Nintendo Joy-Cons connected so that it allows me to have multiple buttons like braking, like changing view and stuff. Like, I mean, I've got my keyboard in front of me, so I can change a view. And technically, I could brake by pressing whatever the brake key is, S. But then it's kind of lame if I have to lean forward and press S. I should get the Zwift Play controllers. Yo, hey, bro, that's your own fault. Yes, I turned into you, but you shouldn't have been walking without looking. Okay. Um, yeah, I was thinking about getting the Zwift Play controls. See how comfortable that is, because then it would help with my workflow as well. Connecting Joy-Cons is relatively easy. I mean, they actually pair automatically, but I just have to have the app open for it. Yo, that guy was glitching out. So, yeah, but it's not necessary at the moment. I can definitely ride without it. I didn't realize I did a loop and would end up at Rockford Plaza. I've done this route multiple times and yeah, never noticed, never realized. That's cool though. And butt's feeling good. No numbness at the moment. Hey Flo, welcome to your stream. Yo, this dude's gonna run me over. Relax. We're about 2/3 into this ride now. And the other cool thing is it's super light as well. Oh, you know what? Shouts to my wife, Swiss, for putting out the classic Cannondale logo for me in yellow for my CAD 13. I'll have a video of it up. And yeah, it looks good. It makes me feel good about the bike. Little details that make it my own. Thank you to the wifey. I love you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so when I first bought my bike, it was in 2017. I was coming off of riding fixed gear bikes and a track bike. Because when I used to live in London, everyone just rode a fixie. You didn't really need gears where I was cycling. It was more for commuting anyway. And then when I came home, my friends who rode track bikes got into riding road bikes, and eventually I picked up my Cannondale CAD 10 for $500. It had a 10-speed 105 group set. I had no idea what any of that meant, but it was a cheap buy, and yeah, the bike seemingly fit. Now it's 8 years later. I still have that same bike. I'm riding it right now. I've changed almost every component on this bike. So yeah, it's done well. And now I've grown an appreciation for CADs. That's the Cannondale aluminium something something design. And the old school CADs, they're handmade in the USA frames. Man, those are chef's kiss. Especially the what is it, like CAD 4, the red and yellow one. That's the inspiration behind why I wanted the yellow logo and the old school font. Just looks fun. So I've actually got to paste it on after this ride. So I've got one on the crank side, but I need to do one on the non-crank side as well. So my wife's got a Cricut printer, so she can like cut out decals. It actually does a lot of stuff. It does engraving as well. But yeah, so she printed off some decals for me. Keen to chuck it on the bike. Just to add a little bit of character to it. Hopefully I get a new set of carbon wheels this year. I get FOMO every time I see other people with these like 40, 50 mil plus wheel sets. To be honest, do I really need it? No. Will it make myself feel better about the bike? Definitely. Aesthetics matter. If that's what keeps you wanting to ride your bike more and you can afford it, then why not? But definitely, it's the rider who does the work. Of course, having a lighter bike would improve your experience, but it's not everything. I think that's my whole idea of cycling and how I want to approach it. You don't have to have the best to be able to compete. All right, light work, baby. We only got 3Ks left, and we've only been streaming for 30 minutes. So we should be within that 45-minute range. It's time to build consistency again. So my colleague um, was generously giving me what kind of training rides I should be doing, which is awesome. But I think give myself another week or two of consistent riding and then we'll get back onto it. Especially after this weekend, dude, I'm feeling heavy. I was overindulging over the past week. Family dinners, family lunches, especially with my parents around. I was having some pretty delicious and decadent meals. I usually don't have dessert, but man, with Easter and Easter eggs being around, dude, I was smashing those things, which is probably why I feel slow on the bike. But we'll see. I think the last time I did this ride, which was like 2 days ago, I averaged 26 or 27k an hour. That's faster than usual. So maybe the change or the updates that were made to the mod also helped with that. Maybe that's what I've been averaging this whole time, or maybe my training's just been paying off. But yeah, once you fall off the horse for a little bit, as in like you get out of your routine, man, you get out of your your good habits, it's so hard to build them back up. I feel so unmotivated to hit the gym, but cycling is one thing that I want to keep consistent at. And to be honest, if you ever do, you know, miss a week or two or whatever it is that you want to stay consistent at, it's all right. Just get back on. Do it once a week, do it twice a week, whatever it is, whatever pace you want to do, just do it like that until you build that habit up again. There is nothing wrong with taking a break. I know I said I wanted to get better, but I mean, if I needed a break, I needed a break. Or if life was telling me that I needed a break, well, just take it. Hey, shouts to my friend Ash who qualified for a UCI or whatever race it was. I see her on Instagram killing it, doing these crazy rides, doing these crazy bondies. Um, what's it called? Um, Grand Bondos. She's freaking killing it. Very happy for her to have qualified for whatever it is. Hey, guys, shouts. Welcome to the stream, baby. This is why I'm not on Warzone right now. All right, I'll pedal a little bit faster because you're here. I I think I'd want to be able to average 35 kilometers an hour by myself without any like wind assisting me. How crazy fast is that? 2 hours? That's 70 Ks. Quick maths. In 3 hours, that's freaking, what was that? 70, 105 kilometers. Yo, why are we going the wrong way? 35 kilometers an hour is the dream. But right now, if I can consistently hold 25, that's winning. But that includes going up hills and everything else. All right, speaking of hills, let's chop it up this one. I gear it up, build up a bit of momentum. Yeah. Yep. We grinding up. We grinding up. Nice. Didn't drop into the small ring for that one. I was in zone two for the first half. Well, for the majority of the ride. So, burning a candle shouldn't have been an issue for me. All right, hanging a right, and I believe that should be the end of the ride. 37 minutes into the stream. Yo, bro, cut me off. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall off just then. Hey, nice driving, buddy. On the leaderboard, I'm number one. I guess the NPCs glitched out. How unfortunate for them. I'll take the win. Availability is the best ability. All right, let's go, baby. Finish line. Bang, bang, bang. First lap done. All right, let's just get it to a cute 15K and call it quits. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. It was a awesome stream. I usually don't stream on Mondays and usually not this early, but I gotta get the work in, especially before hopefully my daughter doesn't wake up. But the past couple of weeks it's been pretty rough, so can't spend too long on this. That plus I can't be too tired. I need to get rest for work tomorrow. But we're making it work. That's what's important. All right. And we'll go 15.1 Ks just to make sure we hit it. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good to be honest. Maybe I was just being too hard on myself earlier. All right, cool. We will save it. And then hopefully that connects to Strava. And then we can call it a night. I'll do a week of. Actually, no. On my next ride, we'll go a little harder. We'll definitely go a little harder. I'm not going to sell myself short. All right, so we did 15.2 Ks, 35 minutes of moving time, 253 calories burned, 39 TSS, average foot was 118, speed was 25 kilometers per hour, cadence, there's no way that's right. No way that's right. I think it's stuffing up because my heart rate monitor was mucking around with it. Anyways, all good. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you as always. And I don't know when I'm going to be back next. Maybe tomorrow as well. We'll see how I'm feeling, how I'm going, because I should be working from home on Wednesday. If not, definitely Thursday, because I've got Friday off. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. And well, sorry, I said bye, but actually I was only uploading my my ride to Strava. I actually need to exit the game and hit stop on the stream. All right, that was a bit premature. Pause. Okay, here we go. Catch you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one.